Hey friends, welcome to today's video. Today is going to be the greatest day of your life. I talk about goals a lot. And I'm not referring to all goals when I'm talking about goals. I'm just talking about the good ones. You see, I understand what goals are for. Most people would say the goals are to earn more money or to reach the next level in your job or to get ahead in life. But that's not why we set goals. You should set goals for one reason and one reason only, and that's to grow. Think about this. If you set a goal for something you already know how to achieve, you won't ever have to change your habits or stretch yourself to reach them. You'll just have to work a little harder or longer and bam, you've reached your goal. However, living a life of achieving small and reasonable goals is not going to be as satisfying, I can assure you. When you're shooting for the big things and you hit a big goal, something you've reached, you've strived for, you've worked hard, and you've changed your overall perspectives and approaches to accomplish that goal, that's when you become a bigger and better deal. I tell you what, you're working it out because you're God's highest form of creation. You have absolutely no idea what you're capable of, and nobody else does either. Do you know the most erudite scientist could not sit down and tell you what you were capable of? Nobody has any idea. You could go to the moon if you had the will to do it. So, I have to ask you, why limit yourself to staying close to where you are and getting similar results when you can set a goal that helps you grow and then you'll become everything that God meant you to be? You need to run faster, jump higher. It's natural to want more and bigger things in your life. We're spiritual beings and the Spirit is always seeking expression and expansion. You want to grow. Everybody wants more, right? And we work towards that by setting our goals and doing the right things. Now, whether you want to do a lot better, have more, run faster, or jump higher, I'm telling you right now, you can. And if you want to make an exciting change in your life, you're going to have to bring more of yourself to the surface, and that will require you to change some of your habits and patterns. But you know what? Changing habits is not an easy thing to do. So you're going to need a good reason to motivate you to move from where you are. A goal that is so compelling that it'll pull you forward. Otherwise, you're just going to stay right where you are, where you're safe and comfortable. And I think most people just tiptoe through life hoping to make it safely to death. They never really get going. They never really get that energy. They never get that goal set that's going to make them bigger, better, that's going to bring amazing things into their life and help them live the life they want to live. Now, I'm telling you right now, you get one life and that is it. One shot, one bite of the apple. So what we need to do is make it the best we possibly can. And your goal should be so big that you don't know how you're going to get there. If you know how to get there, it's not a good goal. And not knowing how to reach your goal means you're going to have to be and do something you've never been or done before. You'll have to use the spiritual power flowing to and through you to create something new. And here's the beauty about tapping into that power. If you can hold the image of what you want in your head, you can hold what you're dreaming of in your hand. And it's 100% the truth. Everything you look at around you right now, that's a material object in our world today, was once just an idea in somebody's mind. It absolutely works 100%. Let's go through some ways that we can accomplish these goals and setting the right goal. Now, the first thing I want you to do is something we've done in the past. Make a list. Set aside some time to fantasize. Let your imagination wander. What is it that you would like very much to be, do, or have by the end of the coming year? Write it down, especially if you feel it is beyond your reach now. And if you fantasize, do not concern yourself at all about how you're going to accomplish this goal. Just think of what you want and write each thing down in a list, one after the other. Now, I want you to choose the one you really, really want, and this is how you're going to do that. Read through your answers and rate each one on a scale of 1 to 10 as it relates to how badly you really want it. Then, pick the one that you want more than anything else. It has to be something extraordinary and meaningful to you. And then keep in mind that the purpose of setting and achieving goals is not to get the house. It's not to start the business or marry the person of your dreams. The real reward is the person you become in the process. Who you are, what you have learned, and the new skills that you may have developed as you're moving towards your goal. And here's why. Because when you become a new person, you will begin to repetitively approach scenarios, situations, and people in a whole new way, but you're going to be getting new results and amazing results that are going to continue to repetitively bring good things into your life. And write down why. The why. This is important because this drives you forward and this keeps you going. The why will keep you going when other things are trying to bring you down. Write out why you want to achieve the goal that you've chose. For instance, if your goal is to start your own business, one of my favorites, then your reason might be to be free to earn as much as possible and create a legacy for your children. Be the top tier, the individual that makes the money and pays everybody else. You want to be the guy that signs the checks on the front, all right? And that's okay, because you know what? Here's the deal. You want it, you can have it 100%. We just need to work through this process. Now, the next thing I'm going to recommend is something you're probably already doing, and it's create a goal card. Now, I give these out to people when I meet them. You can create your own goal card, and you know what? Some of the most successful circumstances I've ever entertained with other individuals have involved them creating their own goal card and just tucking it away somewhere where they have access to it at any time. They can pull it out and utilize it for their own personal benefit. Most people don't reach their goals because they keep it out there in the future. They think, I'll be happy when. Right? So instead of putting it in the future, write and say your goal as one meaningful statement and do that in the present tense, as if the good you desire is already in your possession. And that's why on the back of the goal card, and what you can write down is, I am so happy and grateful now that. Now, anything you write after the word that, you should write in the present tense as if you have it today. So if you want $1 million, you'd say, I am so happy and grateful now that I have $1 million. You say that over and over and advertise that to yourself repetitively enough. You could tell yourself a lie. You tell yourself that lie over and over again as often as you can, you're eventually going to start to believe it. And it's 100% the truth. That's why they advertise to you on TV and spend billions on advertising. They're trying to control your thoughts. Why not use the same advertising principle to control your own thoughts, to set up your own circumstance? And that's why this goal card is such a powerful tool, and I recommend utilizing it as often as you can. You're sitting at a red light, pull out your goal card. I am so happy and grateful now that I have $1 million. I am so happy and grateful now that I have $1 million. And you say it over and over and over to yourself, out loud or to yourself internally, doesn't matter. But I'm telling you what, you're listening either way, because your mind can hear you talk to yourself in your mind. It can hear the words through the ear. 100% you're listening to yourself. And when you imprint something in the subconscious of your mind, that's what your brain will begin to work on in the background. So if you tell yourself, I'm so happy and grateful now that I have $1 million, you're going to see a change in the way you approach money and in the way you act and in the activities that you engage in, because your mind in the background is working to solve a problem that you provided it. I need $1 million. My brain is going to believe that I'm ready to work towards that $1 million because I've repetitively fed that knowledge and information to my mind over and over again. Anything you imprint on your subconscious mind, whether feared or revered, will immediately begin to clothe itself in the most convenient way possible. And you know what? You don't have to take my word for it, but if you try it, I'm telling you what, it will 100% work. It does. It's crazy. I've seen people's lives change like that just because they change the knowledge and information they're imprinting on their minds. That subconscious mind can work towards your benefit. It can also work towards your defeat. If you're putting negativity into your mind all the time, if you're putting, inappropriate stuff into your mind, whatever it may be, those are the types of results you're going to get into your life. But you know what? When you're repetitively stating a goal, something good that you want to bring into your life, then that's what your mind's going to work on in the background. The thinking processes and the machinery are going to continue to move forward to help you achieve that goal or whatever it is that you've committed to repetitively place into your mind. Now, when you commit to a big dream and really go after it, your subconscious mind will come up with ideas to make it happen. To keep the subconscious mind focused on what you want, I'm going to ask you to carry this goal card with you at all times and read it over and over and over again as often as you can. And every night, ask yourself, what is one thing I can do tomorrow to move towards the achievement of this goal? Then write down your answer and make it a priority the next day to accomplish that task. You can do that in addition to sitting down with your piece of paper and pencil each morning, as you already do, writing your goal at the top of the paper, and then coming up with 20 things that you can do over the next 24 hours in an attempt to accomplish your goal. It works when you're taking action and walking down the path towards a given goal or a given circumstance that you wish to accomplish, because you're moving towards that, because you're taking action towards that. You're going to bring that into your life. And you know what? It doesn't matter what it is. And that's the secret. I cannot promise you that success will be instantly yours if you start setting the right goals. However, if you keep the image of what you want in your mind, it will just be a matter of time before it happens. And I can guarantee that you will find life far more interesting, fulfilling, and enjoyable when you're pursuing the right goal. You no longer need to dread getting out of bed in the morning or wonder if you'll have a good day. Your goal will get you up in the morning and you'll be excited to work towards it, and your enthusiasm is going to keep you going all day long. You're going to wish other people a good day. You know why? Because you're having a good day, because you're working towards your right goal. Now, take the steps that I've recommended, to move towards the right goal. Then I'd love to know one thing you're going to do today or tomorrow to move yourself closer to that goal. And you know what? You could put that in the comments of this video, but I want you to think about that. Get the machinery moving here. Start setting some goals. Think of some things you want to bring into your life. Think of some activities and actions that you can take to begin to bring those things into your life. Friends, there is a beautiful world out there, and it's just waiting for you. Anything it is that you want, you can 100% have, as long as you're setting goals and working towards those goals in a methodical way. And we review that every day on this channel. I do these videos. I'm not selling anything. What I am doing is I'm just making recommendations. I want you to have a beautiful life because I care about you. And I found out many years ago when I was deep probably in one of the darkest places of my life, that there is a light. And we are that light. We can become that light for ourselves. Sometimes we just need to change our life to change our life. If we take different actions, we get different results. So take some of these recommendations I'm making to you and take them out for a stroll. It's free of charge. It's knowledge. It's free information, right? It's free knowledge capital to help you better your circumstance. Because when you're doing better, I'm going to feel great that I helped you move past whatever it is you have going on in your life now into a better circumstance with more positivity and more happiness. Because I care about you. I believe in you. And if anybody is worth it, you absolutely are, my friend. You are so worth it. Have a wonderful day. I'm going to be back tomorrow with some really great stuff. I have some energy, obviously, so I'm going to make this one of my best days ever, and I'm going to invite you to come along. Make it one of your best days, too. Talk to you tomorrow, friends. Take care.